Welcome to my class. Before starting, let me take the marker.
What do you plan to do after the speaking test?
So, dear students, I welcome you in my class, and this class is on law. Law का मतलब क्या होता है? कानून. And in this chapter, we will do meaning, sources, and kinds of laws. What do you mean by law? First, you should know that. Answering this question, let us do some sort of introduction. See, law is very important for every one of us. No community can live without law, as rules are there to ensure uniformity among the people. Otherwise, might is right will prevail. Powerful will rule others, right? And this way, it will be very difficult for everyone to feel equal and alike. Political science, according to the rules of the political science, only those rules which are made and enforced by the state are known as law. Good evening, Manavi, beta. So, only those laws, right, which are made by the states are considered law in the language of political science. In these laws, there is power of the state. Whosoever violates it is given punishment. And if we talk about the important elements of the state, we know that state has four necessary elements or main elements. Those are government, people, territory, and sovereignty. Here, the government, which enforces the law of or will of the state, right? And that will of the state is basically the law. And government makes law through its legislature. So hopefully it is clear to you, law is very important for all of us, and if we want to make life equal and comfortable for everyone, if we want socially to be equal, so law is very important. Now, meaning of the word law. What is the meaning of the word law? क्या मतलब है इसका? डेफिनेशन बाद में करेंगे. फर्स्ट लॉ शब्द को हम डिफाइन करते हैं, इसका मीनिंग निकालते हैं. इनफैक्ट the word law, the term law is English word, but in English it has been taken from Teutonic language, and Teutonic language word lag is the root word for this law, and lag means fixed. Lag means fixed. So laws are basically the fixed rules. What are laws? Laws are fixed rules which are made and enforced by the state. State does so many things. It regulates the relationship with individuals. It regulates the behavior of the people in the society. So to regulate those behavior, it needs laws. So laws are basically the fixed rules made and enforced by the state. Keep in mind, laws are fixed rules made and enforced by the states. So it has been taken from the Teutonic word lag. कौन से वर्ड? टेटोनिक. टेटोनिक लैंग्वेज के भाषा के शब्द leg से बना है, जिसका मतलब होता है fixed. Let us do some definition. Austin says law is a command given by superior to inferior. Austin के according it is command of superior to inferior, but it doesn't apply now because we people, our representative in the legislature make law for us, so it cannot be said that it is command of superior to inferior, but it is an easy definition and it was apt in the medieval period, or ancient period, but in this modern period it is not apt. Let's move to the next definition. Next definition is Holland's definition. A law is a general rule of external actions enforced by the sovereign political authority. ये external actions को regulate करने के लिए नियम है जो कि sovereign political authority द्वारा enforce होता है. Very beautiful definition. External actions, याद रखना है इस बात को, enforced by the sovereign political authority. Now the Salmons, what Salmon says, the body of principles, law is body of principles recognized and applied by the state in the administration of justice are known as law. Principles हैं, यानी कि principles क्या, नियम हैं जो अप्लाई होते हैं स्टेट के द्वारा किस चीज़ के लिए, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, जस्टिस के एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के लिए. Clear? So this way you can remember. There are many other definitions also, but we will not go through all the definitions now. Let us do the conclusion of these definitions. After going through the definition, various definitions, we can conclude that after going through the various definitions, we can conclude that law are the rules made by the state's agency, that is legislatures, and implemented by the state authorities, and violation of that may cause punishment by the court. Okay, hopefully clear है आपको. This is the major difference between laws and other rules. So to obey or not to obey laws is not up to us. लॉ को ओबे करना और ना करना हमारे ऊपर नहीं है, बट वी आर बाउंड टू ओबे द लॉज. वी आर बाउंड, हमें ओबे करना ही होता है. वी आर बाउंड टू ओबे लॉज. समटाइम्स द लॉज मेड बाय द स्टेट आर नॉट टू आवर लाइकिंग, येट वी आर बाउंड टू ओबे. अगर ओबे नहीं करेंगे तो वी विल फेस पनिशमेंट एंड फाइन ऑल्सो. So the laws are made by states, implemented by states, and adjudicate by the courts. Keep in mind. तो ये basic definition से निकल के आता है. Okay? And तो चलिए करते हैं characteristics of law. क्या characteristics है? First characteristics of law is laws are made and enforced by the state. No other authority can make law but the state, और enforce भी यही करते हैं. Second is laws are backed by the coercive power of the state. अगर laws को state के punishment देने वाली power का support ना हो तो nobody will obey the law. So laws are backed by the coercive power of the state. Third is laws are fixed and stable. ये permanent होते हैं, ये change जरूर होते हैं, they change, but if need be then it is changed, otherwise not. Then laws are concerned with the external behavior of an individual. Laws जो है किससे concerned है? External behavior से. मन में आप क्या सोच रहे हैं, that doesn't matter. What you are thinking in your mind, it is not applicable. Right? So laws are concerned with external behaviors. Then laws are equal for all. Laws सभी के लिए बराबर है. For men, women, for upper caste, for lower caste, for Gora, for Kalas, right? For all religious people, this is equal for all. So laws are equal for all. Next we have Objective of law is social welfare. So keep in mind, objective of law is social welfare, not the personal welfare of any person. Laws are dynamic. Laws keep on changing with the need, with the time, with the situation. So laws keep on changing. So they are dynamic. बदलते भी रहते हैं. Kinds of and or classification of laws. Mainly, if we talk about the Gettil says there are three kinds of laws: private laws, public laws, international laws. पब्लिक लॉ जो आम पब्लिक के लिए होता है, प्राइवेट लॉ जो इंडिविजुअल्स लोगों के लिए होता है, इंटरनेशनल लॉ जो इंटरनेशनल लोगों के लिए होता है. और गिलक्रिस्ट सेज these laws are of various kind. Number one is स्टैच्यूटरी लॉ जो कानून के द्वारा बनाए जाते हैं, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन लॉ जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में मेंशन होते हैं, कॉमन लॉ जो सबके लिए बराबर होते हैं, ऑर्डिनेंस जो कि एग्जीक्यूटिव इशू करता है जबकि लेजिस्लेचर पावर में ना हो. देन वी हैव जजेस मेड लॉ. लॉ का जो एक्सप्लेनेशन करते वक्त जजेस ये लॉ बना देते हैं. एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव लॉ जो कि एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में काम आता है, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव पर्पसेस के लिए यूज होता है. राइट, एज पर मैकाइवर द मॉडर्न स्टेट he has given this two kind of law: national law, international law. Further, national law is of two types: constitutional law, ordinary law. Further, ordinary law is of two types: private law and public law. And further, public law is of two types: general law and administrative law. So these can be read in detail, and these are the kinds of laws. Or kinds of laws on the basis of sources. किस सोर्सेज से लॉ बनते हैं? स्टैच्यूटरी लॉ ये पार्लियामेंट के द्वारा बनाए जाते हैं, कीप इन माइंड. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉज ये सुप्रीम लॉ ऑफ द लैंड होता है जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में मेंशन होता है, कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली द्वारा बनाया जाता है. देन वी हैव कॉमन लॉज. कॉमन लॉज आर बेसिकली दोज लॉज which are made by the parliament or the legislature, right? ऑर्डिनेंस ये लॉ होते हैं जो एग्जीक्यूटिव हेड के द्वारा ऑर्डिनेंस जारी करके बनाए जाते हैं. देन द जजेस मेड लॉ ये वो लॉ होते हैं जो जज लॉ को इंटरप्रेट करते वक्त, एक्सप्लेनेशन देते वक्त बनाते हैं किसी कानून के बनने के बाद. तो देयर आर 5 काइंड्स ऑफ लॉज अकॉर्डिंग टू द सोर्स ऑफ दीज लॉज. सो अगेन आई टेल यू, स्टैट्यूटरी लॉ, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ, कॉमन लॉ, ऑर्डिनेंस लॉ, judges made law. Now let us do the sources of law. What are the sources of law? Number one source of law is customs. Customs, culture हमारे जो होते हैं ये पहले लॉ के सोर्स होते हैं. They can be good or bad. If they are bad, then we do not follow those customs. They don't take the shape of law, but when there is good custom, it becomes law. All customs do not become law, as I told you. So it is number one. Number two, religion. Religion is another source of law. We see that Manu's writing, Manu Smriti जो है वो हिंदू रिलीजियस लॉ के अकॉर्डिंग से. इसी तरह मोहम्मदन लॉ है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कुरान, वो रिलीजन के बेसिस पे होता है. देन जुडिशियल डिसीजंस, जजेस के जो डिसीजंस होते हैं, अच्छे डिसीजंस टेक द फॉर्म ऑफ लॉ. Then we have equity. Equity is basically very important for law. Equity in common usage means justice or fair play. तो इक्विटी को ध्यान में रखते हुए भी हमारे देश में रिजर्वेशन का प्रोविज़न किया गया है ताकि उनको वो भी बराबर हो सके दूसरे के साथ, SC और BC और ST. साइंटिफिक कमेंट्रीज, जो कमेंट्रीज लॉ से रिगार्डिंग है, लॉ के करेक्ट करने से रिगार्डिंग है, दे ऑल्सो बिकम द लॉ. दे आर ऑल्सो अडॉप्टेड एज ए लॉ. देन लेजिस्लेचर, कानून बनाने का सोर्स है लेजिस्लेचर. न्यू लॉज आर मेड, राइट. गौरव, Paul, good evening beta. Then executive while implementing laws, they explain the law and they fill the skeleton with the muscles and the flesh. So this way executive also help in law, making law. lawmaking process. Public opinion. In democracy, opinion of common people cannot be ignored, and they are the main source of law. So these are the sources of law. Again, I tell you: customs, religion, judicial decisions, equity, scientific commentaries, legislature, executive, public opinion. Now, qualities of good laws. अच्छे लॉ की क्या क्वालिटीज़ होती है? नंबर वन, परमानेंस. इट रिमेन्स, ये लंबे समय तक रहता है. फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, इसको ज़रूरत के मुताबिक चेंज किया जा सकता है. सिंप्लिसिटी, इट इज़ सिंपल, वेग नहीं होता है, कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं होता है. कॉम्प्रीहेंसिवनेस, इट कवर्स एवरी वर्ड, एवरीबॉडी एंड एवरीथिंग. एंड पब्लिक वेलफेयर, मेन पर्पस ऑफ अ लॉ इज पब्लिक वेलफेयर. enacted by people's representative. good law जो होते हैं वो लोगों के representative द्वारा बनाए जाते हैं. based on public opinion. good laws are always based on public opinion. No government can ignore public opinion. then according to moral values. moral values क्या होते हैं? truth, अहिंसा, love, इन सब चीज़ों पे होता है. brevity, a good law is brief but not brief enough not to clear the points. तो इतना explanation होता है जो points को clear करे. And then a good law is helpful in the development of human personality. And a good law is obeyed not because of the fear of the law, but because of their will of the people, that this is good and we should obey it. Right? So these, here ends the chapter. If you have any doubt, can ask me, can comment. These are important questions that you will do. Define law and discuss the main source of law. What do you mean by law? Explain its different kinds. Describe the nature and the sources of law, and write down the qualities of good law. If you have any doubt here, you can just ask questions. If you don't have any doubt, I will end the session here. आप कमेंट करके अपने डाउट पूछ सकते हैं. ओके मानवी, नो डाउट, दैट्स ग्रेट. और कोई बच्चे? चलिए, वंडरफुल. सो आई एम गोइंग टू एंड द सेशन हियर. टिल देन टेक केयर, बाय बाय.